Oh shoot, I have my mic on. That must have been gross. Jesus. That is not recommended. You just eat on stream loudly. By any means. We're just chilling for now. This train is just an oddball pick, I would just say. Go out on a limb. Maybe I'm incorrect when it comes down to that. Of course, normally I have my break screen on. I'm pretty sure that break was less than 5 minutes anyways. I don't really give myself a lot of time. Typically, there's about 10 minutes in between the matches. But I try to stay as active as I possibly can. Got myself a little bit of food, a little bit of bite to eat, some water in between. And we all good. As Sci-Fi says in the chat, we vibing. I'm pretty sure that was copyrighted music, but anyways. See, once Mello and Alt the Gang comes in, I was thinking of running a Twitter poll of if anyone knows who like Mario Judah is, essentially the Twitter rapper. If anyone knows who Mario Judah is, I was thinking of just running it as like a. I'm not sure if his music is copyrighted or not, but I thought it would be hilarious if I played his music on stream, like just as like in betweener music. If you ever seen that, you can go ahead and like just search him up on Twitter if you don't already know about him. But I thought it would have been. Thought it would have been a funny joke, at least if people who get the reference, that is. Still waiting for a lot of the players to join into the server. We do... Actually, we're just missing one. And if I do some process of elimination, this time around it's Aiden who is missing from the list. Come on now. I'm going to save my camera angles because I redid my camera angles in this map and I feel really proud of my work. As Aiden has joined into the server. And with the push of a button, in-game noise has returned. As Aiden's joined the server, the match should be going live in just a couple of seconds, couple of seconds, I don't know, minutes, whatever. As I need myself a Ryan Pog emote. Where's the tack Pog, by the way? Where's that? Like, where's that emote? Come on now. Once I make myself some sub emotes, I'll sprinkle those in. I'll sprinkle the emotes that I would, as I hit my mic with my hand, I'll hit the emotes that I would have wanted to have in my own chat. I could probably just make a few right now. I still have to find out actually how to make my own emotes. Should be coming in soon as Rise All Slay. As I killed the music, because shut up music. We have a match to play, and GSG9 instantly select the CT side. As we're going to be kicking this one off. Untrained, the map pick of Rise Esports Club. And in the meantime, I might as well update. I should have been updating the scoreline at the top of your screen, because that is actually GSG9 in the lead to the series 1-0. And Rise Esports Club, they have to answer right back into this one. It's going to be contentious. But Rise surely are going to have a bit of a redo of the previous matchup. 3 men towards Brown Halls. Robbie and XN looking to take a little bit of contact here. Looking to peek out from upper. And this might get very dangerous with the sheer amount of manpower swinging out. 3 men, make that even 4 in the vicinity. GSG9, they're looking to go ahead and reposition. They're all over towards Pop Dog, and Sheriff is actually going to calm that. There's 3 people dropping into Pop Dog. And that's starting to get very scary. Robbie on top of the bomb site. He's going to open up with the first kill of Train. Is he looking for more? Just casually readjusts his aim on the Consti. And Feedly just firing off Hectic through the smoke. And this is just a flawless pistol round. 4K for Robbie. As that was probably one of the easiest 4Ks he ever had. Wasn't even fired back upon. As we're just going to be hopping right into round number 2 straight off the bat. No days off. As this is going to be the full eco in from Rise. Looking to give over 2 rounds. The first 2. GSG9 and a good start on the CT side is looking what they're going to try and get off to. As Sherps, he's going to give up most of this A bomb, or not A bombs, but rather B bomb site. Upper control has been relinquished. But he's not going to go ahead and aggress. He doesn't want to run into a bunch of Glocks. I wouldn't. If I was poor old Sherps. Only with a FAMAS. That's not necessarily the spray down weapon of choice. No MP9s out. They're going in for the full guns. They didn't get a bomb plant in the previous round, so Rise couldn't necessarily afford a very comprehensible force buy. But they all get spotted in the brown halls, and they're all going to make their way right back towards Ivy. A little bit of deception. But XN is just holding fast. But his resilience will be tested. As you can see, a little bit of a conga line. 4 T's making their way up Ivy. Consti towards T-Con and XN. The Glocks are just going to come flying out. Swarming. And XN, how many can you get? He runs out of bullets. Gratomo will Glock him down to oblivion. But this one should be done. Only losing 1 man in the process. I guess economically, the deficit wasn't really... I mean, economically, that was, I guess, decent. There was a deficit there with getting a Glock kill with no investment whatsoever. So keeping the economy somewhat low. As you can see, J-Dubs will take the brunt of that damage. And you can see the full AK's out early. And Feedly looking to go for a little bit of contact. Looking to make something happen in there earlier. And we'll just get blinded up instead. But only a solo B holder. That is Sherps. Typically good for 1. For now, they're just going to be swinging out, jiggle peeking just here and there. It's going to be another bit of a slow grind of a round from Rise. No map control really be taken, just going to be smokes being lined up. They are already in T-Con, and Deco's going to be dropping a Molotov towards the back of T-Con. Consti might overstep. Barely just missed the shoulder there. It's actually it'll burn a little bit in the process. That'll be a little bit, might come back to bite him in the late round, but we're still here. Mid-round execute, and Aiden will get the opening frag on a J-Dubs, and Gratomo will combine with Robbie's going to be going straight through the smoke. He lines up a couple. XN will find 1 in the meantime towards the back of Ivy, but Aiden is there with the instant refrag, just leaving Sherps in a 1-on-3. Low HP bars for a couple of these players. 46 HP for Aiden, and 1 headshot is all that is required. As Sherps will recover an AK. And Sherps is sitting in Z. And now the bomb will make its way down Pop Dog after Dahmer realizes where Sherps has gone. Sherps, I'm not sure. Has he just nailed the timing? Sherps is going to get 1. And oh my god, he almost good for the 1-on-3, but he has his gun out, and it doesn't even matter. First bullet in the spray will get the headshot in 1-on-3 for Sherps. 3 headshots. All that is needed. Sean, that is so biased. As holy Sherps with the 1-on-3, just nailing heads, just popping it. I thought I'm so surprised. I can't necessarily remember who whiffed the shot, but I sure remember who didn't. Sherps. It was absolutely huge. Again, only 1 man surviving, though. That will be a great... Well, shoot, that's going to be a problem for the economy. As, well, Robbie and XN, they're going for the spray down. Robbie still holding down with the AWP, and he gets trucked by not an MP9, but a Tech 9, almost the same, as trades are just still going in and out, but Sherps, he is sure feeling it. Holy, 5 kills to his name. That's already gone down in 2 rounds. Cracked as he is jacked is a valid statement. 4-0 for GSG9, and for good reason. Double op setup out in play. Robbie and Deco in charge of that. MP9 out for J-Dubs. Money is still in an odd place, and this is the full buy from Rise. So they're going to boost up Dahmerin, trying to catch anyone jumping up top of Green Train, and that might just be XN, and that will be XN, as he'll be going down as the opening frag. Robbie still wielding an AWP, going to go up and above. As Scope, Kurtomo hears all of this, but hold on. Oh dear, J-Dubs just barely misses a spray with the M4. Now he's the only man on this bomb site. He has to hold them all off somehow, and Kurtomo will get spotted in the meantime. That's 1 frag back. But no one else has made it out into the train yard, as Sherps is pushing into Brown Halls, and that should just be the end of the round there. 2 on 4, no one here on the B bomb site. Deco might as well try to get a frag as they cross into the bomb site. Flashbang so effective though, 1 will cross. And actually, Consti's going to be making his way up Oil Train. Deco's going to go and reposition his crosshair effectively, and J-Dub's pushing up behind this smoke. Will Aiden check him though? Oh, but he's made a footstep, and that could just sell the game here. But, oh my, Feedly and Aiden, they're both looking towards Sidewalk. They're so convinced, and J-Dubs is going to get us. Oh, wait a second. He got the 3 kills on the round. He's trying to hold it down. He spots the head of Dahmerin. And Dahmerin will. Oh, wait, actually, Deco gets a trade. And how does that even happen? The 2 on 4. That was a 2 on 4 post plant. And they toss that one in the garbage can. Another low man scenario, though. The money is still in a terrible position for GSG9, but a round on the board nonetheless. And there you go. J-Dubs posting a double kill, and honestly, I don't even think it was intentional, but he made 1 footstep towards Sidewalk. He repositioned and catches them both looking the wrong way. 1v3, 4 no, it was definitely a 2 versus 4. J-Dubs was able to secure it all on it. Well, yeah, 1 versus 3 from Sherps, 2 versus 4 in the next. And in these low man scenarios, GSG9 just seem to be thriving. And that's all we're going to be saying about this section of freeze time. Pause has been removed. Freeze time is over, and we're right back into the round. GSG9 up 5. Open up with 5, but the bomb plant will still allow Rise to bring in a bit of a buy into this one, as J-Dubs, AUG in hand, flashbang effective, will drop him off the line, but Consti already out into the yard, but XN and J-Dubs combined for a trade. J-Dubs low HP towards the back of the bomb train, and Feedly will go ahead and remove him from the round, and as the smoke fades, XN focused on, just walks into a crossfire, another 2 on 4 post plan, but this one looks more and more undoable as Sherps gets locked away. What a shot from Feedly. And what a round on the board for Rise, and that breaks the money for GSG9, and Sherps is just going full in for the force buy. Of course, it is the double eco, so it's not necessarily unwarranted. Just seeing Heiza in the chat makes me laugh. As we're going to go into a little bit of packet loss early, as I'm just staring at the chat and not necessarily casting the game. Going to be some Pop Dog aggression rolling in. Deco. And I believe that was Jade. I'm just going to go ahead and say hello and Pop Dog. And Sherps playing towards the back of the B bomb site with the CZ. Not necessarily the weapon of choice. But that might not be their final destination. Might arrive on this A bomb site somewhat shortly. They're lining up utility for that. Molotov will take a little bit of damage. Aiden, the same. J-Dubs, he's pushed up all the way into T-Con right now. And if the utility isn't effective, this is going to be an easy 1D for J-Dub. He's looking for his second damage dealt, though. And now they're going to start flooding back into this A bomb site, but they're going to slow it down again. 30 seconds left on the clock, and I don't even think Fideli has enough time to make it back to the B bomb site. If he delays anymore, there's a one-way street here at A, and it looks like Fideli will be in charge of that. XN will pick off the first man of Aiden with the scout in hand, and there's going to be two fast flanks coming in from Pop Dog. And 13 seconds left on the clock. And they're going to try and push in through Pop Dog. Robbie will fall. But Deco in the meantime, and the CZ is Sherps. And now it's just Crotomo on a Mac 10 at Ivy. Long range, 1 HP though, will secure himself the second. He's going to be spotted on top of the bomb train. Nade will be tossed in, not going to deal any damage to Sherps, however. And 1 HP, and Crotomo will fall. The force buy works out for GSG9 and Rise. They should be winning these rounds, but it just feels like they just get caught up. They rush themselves in the execute and are unable to use their utility effectively enough. And Sherps with another clutch on his hands. As we're right back into train, another pause being called in. Likely from the likes of Rise. Of course, they have... I mean, it's just been a struggle. They're losing the rounds that they should be winning. And it's just not working out for them. Well, GSG9, they've had so many clutch situations. 2 versus 4, 1 versus 1s, 1 versus 3s. The whole shebang. And it's been pulling them through these early rounds. Again, their economy is still yet to stabilize whatsoever. As... well, even if Rise win 1 round here, they're probably going to get 2 more with it. That's just the nature of the Counter-Strike economy, as Domarin, that is an egregious mistake, goes out before the smoke pops and gets punished for it. As sort of playing a little bit of a jiggle peek here, but opening frag given to GSG9 early. Holy, my chat is just uncivilized. Yo! Oh my god. GSG9 up 6-1. I'm just reading the chat, sorry, not necessarily casting the game. Like, what is even going on in my chat room? As Sherps is about to run into something a little bit more than he bargained for. He's going to go down instantly, but they're not going to quite push off just yet. Robbie will come streaming into the bomb site. And now J-Dub's fully blinded. Molotov into the bottom of Pop Dog. They're mulling around there. They're not... well, 25 seconds remaining on the clock. All Robbie has to do is just stall. All Robbie has to do is prevent the bomb from being planted. There's only 3 flashbangs to prevent this from going down. 1 smoke for ramp. If there's just a second person here, this could all be over, but Robbie's going to go down without getting a frag. And this is starting to... I mean, it's already looking undoable for GSG9. But I've said this before, and I'm not going to say it again. Deca will open up with 1. Aiden from the back of the bomb site. And oh my gosh, another low man scenario. And it looks like it just might be turning out in spades for GSG9. Nope. Well, actually, I was about to say no kit as we're going into a little bit of some packet loss. You guys just saw a PowerPoint display of J-Dub's Merkin Consti up in heaven. And he has the kit and he has the defuse. Sorry for the packet loss in an important moment, but a 3 versus 4 retake just turned on its head again. GSG9 just keep pulling out these low man scenarios over and over and over again. As another round, money still on the breaking point for GSG9. They have yet to have a clean CT side round. And all Rise have to do is win 1 attacking round, and that might just be the opener they need. Domarin with a reposition, readjustment. Will be able to frag out. as XN will pick himself up an AK-47. And Constantly, are you going to consider? He pushes the smoke with the bomb in his hand. Deco finds one undefeatedly. And what are these? What? He has the bomb in his hand. Kratomo is going to take a whole host of damage. And Deco's going to go ahead and re-peek. They still have to get the bomb. He's going to get fully blinded. Going to eat some light. As Domerin, actually, with the AWP, is keeping this in contention. But GSG9 should know where both of these players are, and J-Dubs will be taking initiative off of that information. Domerin has to run to the hills into the jaws of J-Dubs. Just sitting in T-Con, waiting for his spray to come to him, and 8-1. And still, I'm going to say it over and over and over again. Good control being taken by J-Dubs, and we're going to another pause, and it seems like we're getting a repeat affair of what happened in their previous matchup, GSG9. This isn't even a map that they pick, but it seems like they directly counter Rise Esports Club. Again, there's just some critical mistakes being committed by Rise, constantly just pushing a smoke with the bomb. That is a mistake and a half. But what isn't a mistake is 8-1, and GSG9, they've been pulling out the low man scenarios. I mean, they might be making mistakes, but you have to capitalize on it, and GSG9 are doing just that. As another buy-in, loss bonus allowing, loss bonus permitting. Let's see what we got in store. Fairly passive hold on the A bomb site, not playing forward towards Sandwich. Not getting a lot of information, but this setup from GSG9, it's a killer setup. Deco with the AWP will stay posted. Teammate and Sherps up on the heaven. This angle will never be checked. Should be good for one, unless the flashbangs are godlike. There's only one smoke on Consti as well. And despite all this, Deco is going to have a field day. First one. Kratomo down. And, well, he goes up for the repeat. Doesn't expect more than just one. Now Schertz is going to hear all of these footsteps. The bomb immediately comes in. Just drops to his feet. J-Dubs from Z is going to fight back with another headshot. And there goes Robbie through the smoke, finding Consti. And that B-rush never worked out. 9-1. And there's just been no stopping the GSG9 train. Jesus. Feet Zen. True. Yeah, I know what that. True. That's pretty true. Yeah, that's true. As we're going into another pause, a fourth pause. And Rise have yet to really solve anything on this T side. They've had so many close rounds. They had so many opportunities to come out on top. But nothing's going to work out, or nothing has worked out yet. Another forced buy-in. No bomb plant. It's going to be more Galils. They're trying just to post around on the board, and oh my gosh, that is just probably one of the most... Consi is just not... He missed his jump throw. I'm not sure what's even going on here. Consi misses his jump throw bind, and admittedly, I've done it before. I do it pretty often. But, oh my god, it's just getting, oh, it's so painful to watch. I mean, Consti has missed so many sprays this game. I mean, he's hit some nice shots to back it up, but it's just been frustration. That's the name of the game. I mean, come on now. I do it all the time, but it's starting to get a little bit egregious. It's starting to get tilting. Speedily, we'll get Molly out. He's going to go and make his way back up the ladder. And we'll drop right down promptly with his teammate. Smoked out. J-Dubs. Oh, the flashbang in, and, well, actually, J-Dubs will be good for 0. It's going to be Sherps to fight back from background, and he's going to get trucked. Robbie up from heaven, though. He's the linchpin of this defense, and he's going to start getting spammed down from numerous angles. And how does... I'm just wondering how the Evox player was unable to convert on a Robbie. Aiden will do just what he could not, but XN will find Aiden, but Dahmer thrown into the 1-on-2, but low HP does not help his campaign here. He makes the drop down, and Dahmer is going to have to hit the shot of shots, and that will not happen. XN with the 1 versus 1 victory. Another low man scenario converted for GSG9. 10 on the board. And if GSG9 wins this map, they're straight into Mountain Dew League. This will be a huge accomplishment for the likes of J-Dubs and XZ. Never been there before. This is probably the highest level of competition they will have ever played at. Not saying they can go any farther because they have the aim to back it up, but they're just going to be flying out towards the B bomb site with a flash, team flash of all things. But Dahmer with a Tech 9 at long range will keep this in contention. Bomb will be set down by Aiden and a post plant, 3-on-4, but no utility, and all of these T's are trapped in on this bomb site. Just behind one smoke is all the cover they are afforded, and this one just should be done. They're all sitting inside the smoke. Beatley is done, and that's the end of the round. 3 survive for GSG9. And it doesn't matter how many survive, they get the round. 11 now, and it's becoming an officially dominant CTSI. Hello, Flippy Bits. I bet you don't have this camera angle. Oh, yeah. Look at me go. As anyways. No more... I don't even think there's a pause left in the book for Rise. They've used them all, I assume. I know you have better camera angles, Flippy. I know. Flippy only has fan cam. Oh, yeah, I know what fan cam is. The inertia simulator on Mirage. And I know, I remember all of those. Sherps will take a tag from the AWP of Damarin. A start for Rise, but they've had good starts before and have been unable to convert them, so that doesn't say much in terms of this matchup. Right now, just another slow D-tier caster can't remember anything. Gosh. Let's... Okay, bro. Alright, fine. D-tier caster, fine. Have it your way. By any means, Consi's going to go on a little bit of a lurk duty here. Deco's going to take a bot shot, not going to hit anything. His teammate in XN is still pushed up, and Consti does not clear the corner. And XN will just swing out, get a headshot, as well as Deco from Olaf. Will take down Feedly in Olaf. And now J-Dubs is going to be tapping away. AK on Sherps, unable to convert the frag, but there is a nade in, and that will just leaving Aiden here on the bomb site. 32 HP. He's going to set down the bomb, but at what cost? He is completely pinned in. Everyone is just staring at him. He almost lined up 2, though. Still, the 1-on-4, almost undoable. I would just call it undoable. And there you go. 12-1. And there you go. And, I mean, I think we're just seeing deja vu here. Previous matchup, GSG9 had a 13-2 CT side, and this is Rise Esports Club's pick, by the way. Rise decided to elect to go into train, and to be honest, GSG9, they don't really play it. As now they're just going to be flooding out of the pop dog, and Aiden, he's going to get mowed down, and what a... Okay, I thought that was a second transfer, but now J-Dubs will finally get his double. Deco will secure 1 before he goes down, but there is a lurk out here in Crotomo, and Deco might get blindsided once that smoke fades. Internal clock has to be running, has to be aware. But perhaps not just yet, as look at XN, he doesn't even care. He knows where all of these T's are. And he just pull out his knife. He will not. He will have the discipline. He'll take him out. And GSG9, 13-1. Johnny Woo and Mr. Devin Feetzen are looking like they are well on track to making their first Mountain Dew League appearance in their competitive playing career. Robbie 1, Sherps, and Deco have all played in a previous lineup to them. But J-Dubs, it'll be a sort of little historical moment for these boys. If they do, 14-1 could be on the cards. It's a scrappy buy out from Rise, and another shot in from Robbie. Robbie, a second one for the top of Green Drain, a third, and he's looking for more. Aiden will shut down, and Kurtomo combine, actually even it up, and what a shot from Aiden. He has something to say about Mountain Dew League. He's putting on a clinic. He's the only person who's remotely fragging out for Rise, but in the meantime, I didn't even, did I miss something? Kurtomo goes down. And it's now a Sherp left in a 1 versus 1 for MDL. Not quite for MDL. I would call it 14-1 and I'd call it done. 13-2, the exact same half for the likes of GSG9. Now they have a T side to... Oh, get on the T side now. And thanks for the follow, Waltz. Good to see you here in the chat. As leading 13-2 now. GSG9 on the precipice of qualifying for Mountain Dew League and securing themselves just a lot of, I mean, the real gain here is just the broadcast time, the publicity that you get from it, as well as even, well, there hasn't been confirmed season 36 will be a training season, meaning there will only be a global challenge spot on the line. There could even be a shot at qualifying for ESL Pro League. Huh. As we're just going into a little bit of a halftime break. We should be getting back into it fairly shortly. Just sort of... I think Rise haven't learned their lesson from the previous matchup. 13-2 for GSG9. And it's not... I mean, it's been... I mean, it's Sherp's just been dragging them through this game. All on his lonesome, it feels. As, I mean, in the early rounds, this really could have made its way right back into the hands of GSG9. Or, sorry, in the hands of Rise. But Sherps just kept them in contention. Looking at it, he has there's been 4 clutches across GSG9 in the first half alone. And sorry, I'm actually looking at a delayed version of HLTV right now. So... looking at a delayed version of HLTV, so I don't actually have full stats. As we're just waiting to get right back into it. So we're just chilling for now. Jake Ski Valorant. Yo. Do we... One Twitch Prime, and I banned Jake Ski Valorant. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, don't subscribe. I mean, I'm not saying don't subscribe with Twitch Prime, but... I mean, okay, it'd be so funny. Your reward for subscribing to Twitch Prime is, oh my god, someone subscribe to Twitch Prime! I mean, I don't lie, but, it's, here's a timeout for the stream, okay? The CSGO community has raised the ban hammer, and you're going to get timed out for about, like, like 1,000 seconds. All right, you know what, 1,000 seconds? All right, you better pray. You better pray that they get to Mirage, or you'll lose your freedom of speech for the rest of the stream. But anyways, thank you for the Twitch Prime, Newt CS. You earned your temporary ban for the stream. Ban the man? Okay, I do have to ban him. That is true. I'm so sorry, JC Valorant. I mean, you just showed up. You just gave me a follow. But you're going to get banned as we're going into the second pistol round of Train, and they're going to all come flying up. Ivy and Beatley looking for 3, and he's going to turn this game right on his head, it seems. He's looking to try and battle back onto this A-bomb site, and Feedly gets his 4th. Are you kidding me? Feedly, he's hungry for more, and he's gonna get his ace 5 headshots, and he adds 5 kills to the StatTrak USP, and Feedly, that's like 16 minutes and 40 seconds. I already banned him, by the way, if you didn't see that in the chat. I banned him. Permanently. I don't like doing that to my viewers. I don't like doing it. It just came up earlier in the stream. But anyways, it's going to be a full eco somewhat from GSG9. Just Deagles in play. Long range might afford them a chance of a 1D. As well, Gonzi will clean up Robbie, and this one should be done and dusted. Kurtoma will find Deco. J-Dubs looking for a 1D. Looking for some spice, and that's what he's going to do. He's going to go ahead and spice up Consti. Oh my god. By any means, J-Dubs going in for a double dipping into the yard. He'll get punished. More from E-Box. You're in Discord with him. He's not happy. Well, say I'm sorry. 1,000 seconds. That's like 5 days and 17 minutes. Yeah, whatever. By any means, Rise piecing together a couple rounds here. Not all bad. As they pick up the first 2 rounds of the half, but it's still the real test as we go into a little bit of a PowerPoint display because my ISP sucks. And this one's going to be a little bit longer than we initially expected as more trades occur at 1 frame per second. Google Slides, if you're a Silicon Valley, I don't know. You know what? Never mind. But anyways, 1 frame per second because we rock at that 100% packet loss. Hey man, it's not actually, I mean, I have plenty fine internet speeds, but during COVID, Charter Spectrum has just not been having it. Dropping packets left and right. But for now, GSG9 in a 4-on-4. There's only 1 smoke remaining though, and that's on Robbie. But there's only really a 2-man defense here. It's a crossfire. Aiden playing from Pop Dog. But they should be able to clear this one out. They should be aware that this is a reality, and they're going to be walking out Olaf. They don't even need a smoke. They're just going to run contact. No one's holding down these angles, and Feedly is going to get ran over by Sherps. 2nd kill of the round, and looking for more. He's hungry for more. Consti is close with the AUG. A 3rd round. Sorry, not a 3rd round, but a 3rd kill, and probably like his 3rd round with the triple. We're going to be going back into the 2-on-4 situation that GSG9 have been in time and time again, but this time they have this one unlocked, and Deco making a case for himself. Trying to catapult themselves into Mountain Dew League. It's getting closer and closer. 14 rounds posted on the board. Aiden's just going to have to save his FAMAS and hope that an AK comes running into his hands. And that will be the case, but will he pick up an AK? He will. Robbie is close. A 2nd frag wouldn't be all that bad, and Aiden has just been a monster with these headshots. But it's no round win at the end of the day, and GSG9 inch ever closer to MDL qualification. Okay, thanks for the pointer, Bond. Right now, I'm actually collecting data on packet loss. Through my ISP, I'll send it over to Charter Spectrum technicians and give them a reason to fix the internet. But by any means, 14 rounds on the board, and it's a scrappy buy from Rise. It's just an AWP on Demar, and is the only real thing to talk about. M4 and AK still retained, but no utility whatsoever. They're going to have to take the fight to the T's, and Kurtoma looks like he's going to be in charge of that. But Robbie will not deal with him. Kurtoma will get the frag. And Kurtoma, oh, he's actually going to take a significant amount of fall damage with that as well. True with that. I mean, the internet speeds are fine, but And their service is okay, but the quality is not great. Maybe I'll get an Xfinity sponsorship. Who knows? But scrap that. Scrap the sponsorship. They're trying to get into a Mountain Dew sponsored tournament as they're all just making their way up towards sidewalk, and trades go across the board. What a shot from J-Dubs. But now Sherps left in another clutch. He's going to pick himself up the bomb, but Aiden close. Too good with the AK. That'll be that. 14-5. GSG9 still have plenty of rounds to play with, but this is a chance for Rise to get right back into it. Make this scoreline look a bit better than the previous. Going to be hopping into round, what is it, 15 plus 5, round number 20. I would almost think that's still like fairly early days in the game. Don't expect it to be 14-5. So late, Deco's going to take a little bit of swing. Perdomo will drop his smoke in response. But XN dancing around the ladder, and Consti's taking a bit of a risk with the MP9. Just a slow grind of a round, trying to net themselves a frag. And XN will be punished for his misgivings. They're just going to walk out Ivy, and hold on. Fidelli's not... He's looking between two different angles at once. Domerin will find Deco, and what a shot from Robbie, the wide swing. Welcome to online Counter-Strike. But Aiden will clean up J-Dubs, and he's looking for a second on a Robbie. That will be the case. Bomb is down in T-Con, and this one is probably just over for Sherps. Gets his bring this FAMAS over into the fight, and he might be able to deal with one of these players. Aiden jump spotting across, spots Consti, but is he ready for Aiden? He is, and Consti is actually going to go down. And now, 33 HP, 23 seconds though, and that's the bigger issue. He will reload the FAMAS. But Kotomo has his at the ready. 6 rounds on the board, and starting to post a little bit of resistance on this CT side. Still, early days again. And Rise are just simply going to have to do the impossible. But by any means, here comes another test. Here comes another wave of weaponry from GSG9. As AK's out, and J-Dubs is going to go ahead and take out Consti off camera. Fidelli now, he'll go ahead and dunk J-Dubs in response. Technically a refrag, and in fact he'll catch another one, and Domerin as well. A sequence of frags for Rise, and they're shutting down another outside execute from GSG9. XN will go down on the lurk from Ivy, and it's just sort of a discombobulated approach. Sherps in another clutch, and will be unable to convert the frag onto Fidelli, and Domerin will clean up. 14-7. As, oh my god, we have MIBRs overrated in the chat. That is its own sort of just cult following right there. There's going to be a pause, likely called in from GSG9. Of course, they do not want to have the same issues as Rise Esports Club did have on their T side. HLTV Folklore Legend. And as color returns to our screens, GSG9 will be off to the races on their T side. It's going to go ahead and be another eco out for them, and Rise should be garnering themselves an 8th. Up Ivy they go. Peterlee's going to drop a smoke in their face. They might just consider walking up right behind it. The second he looks away, though, they all walk through. Deco with the bomb, though. He's not necessarily the man you want as a point man. And out with a Glock. And that's spotted. Fidelli's going to get overwhelmed. Or is he? Who's getting overwhelmed here? Consti's going to go in and line him up with the AUG at range. GSG9, they still have to toe the line here. It's not over until they hit 16. They're at the finish line, but they just have to cross it. And right now, Rise are putting up a bit of a wall. They're going out for the double op setup. Surprisingly, trying to get themselves an opening frag as soon as they possibly can. Kurtomo fighting, and Sherps will go down sort of comically off screen. Another opener for Rise. These small little CT aggressions keep netting them frags. As the scope of Robbie has been heard, and Kurtomo is actually going to get fragged down upon. And Dahmerin, though, he's going to go down too. How does Robbie even make these happen? Robbie with 2 crisp shots. I don't know why Dahmerin even bothers to unscope. B bomb site is for free, but the bomb has yet to make its way onto the actual bomb site. But they're going to go ahead and try and take forward control, and Robbie with his 3rd kill of the round. Looking for the ace. We miss every single frag. You can just see the dog pile made by Robbie. Finally, he'll get caught out, and the bomb will be set down by Deco, but look who's below. It's J-Dub. He's trying to earn himself a spot in Mountain Dew League. Consi will fight back. He's going to try and keep this one in contention. But look at the money for Rise. It's not great. They should have a buy into the next, whether win or lose. But Consi with the nade in. They know exactly where he is, and they can just play this post plant to perfection. And this one should just be all done and dusted. Deco going to toss a little bit of flashbang in. Might consider resurfacing. Consi's going to fire back at him. Looking for the peak. Cat and mouse now. Consi will be holding forever as soon as I pan away from him, Deco wide swings and quick scopes him. Holy. Gets absolutely clobbered. And now 7 match points for GSG9, and this is it. They are 1 round away from Mountain Dew League. The next level of competition for all of these players. From Advanced, through Relegation, taking long rounds. Seems like this season of Advanced is an upgrade over towards MDL. Kurtomo, oh, the Brown Hall's aggression just does not work out, and the smokes will be dropped in. Dahmerin is the only man to really hold them down. The Molotov, though, is effective, but they're not going to swing out for the trade. XN planting the bomb on the bomb site. How fitting. J-Dub still here in tandem, but here Deco will be rotating in to play out this post plant. Aiden will be dropping in utility, but XN is taking space behind the smoke towards sidewalk. But here's Deco. Fires off from heaven, but smoke on the bomb. XN is none the wiser, however. XN sitting inside the smoke. Is the defuse. It's coming in. It's still going. It's still going. And there you go. Aiden is able to bring it in. Bring home the bacon for a Rise. And they still stay in contention on train. Still 6. Still 6 more rounds they have to win in a row, and the money is still there for GSG9. Again, the triple kill from Robbie is what brought them their 15th. And maybe a similar performance is going to be needed. Rise are making their way back into the CT side. What a shot from Robbie. So aggressive. Just flies down the ladder. Robbie, not even the primary offer of the squad. He just flies down ladder and gets a frag. Look who's pushing in. Kurtomo trying to get the info. Just jiggle peeking the line. Taking a risk. XN is close. XN should be aware of this, but he'll get out unscathed. For now, just another slow grind around. They get the opening frag. But is there anything more? XN might get caught out here. He's dropping nades. Kurtomo is still in upper. And Kurtomo will take down XN. And that's going to go ahead and prompt the rest of the T's to make their way out of Ivy. J-Dubs is going to get picked off on his little lurk that he had going for himself. Speedily gets a dink, but Sharps will be able to refrag. And Robbie already pushed through the smoke. And 2 CTs in their own starting point. And their heads will be peeking up, and Dahmerin will collect himself a frag. Sharps walking forward. The bomb falls at his feet. and Consti will clean it up. And now 5 rounds is the difference between these two. It's still in contention. It was a 13-2 half. GSG9 have only got themselves 2 T rounds. And here's going to be another half by right back into it. It was just off the back of some multi-frags that really turned this game on their head. But look who's gotten overwhelmed. Consti with nades in hand. But Aiden and Beedley looking to bail them out. And there you go. Aiden able to get 2. Will get removed from the round. Still a 2-on-3 for GSG9 to play with. And Dahmer, is he looking to go down the ladder with an AWP? Doesn't seem like it. He'll think otherwise. In fact, he's going to cover the rotate back. And they're going to be able to make their way out of Pop Dog. And in response, with that information, Dahmer will go ahead and start making his way down the ladder. Very sneaky about it. Robbie on top of Blue should be going down soon, and he'll get USP'd by Dahmer. Had an AWP, but the pistol will do the job. Still match point for GSG9. It's all up to them. They have to make do. They have to do something. But it's all on Rise to keep hanging on. Oh shoot! Did he get timed out? Hold on, Mello. He's not banned. He's only timed out for 10 seconds. Let me actually permit as Mello. Don't unban him for 1 Twitch Prime sub, and now I'm just kidding there. I will. As it's still match point. I'm just doing a little bit of chat interaction here and there. It's still match point for GSG9. But this time, no. Oh my gosh, Aiden, you're cooking! And he almost burns to death. Oh, so close. Hair's length down to 22 HP from the Molotov. And that could be calmed over to GSG9. These B-site executes have worked out numerous times, and it seems like they might revisit it. Nah, Diane, it'll take 1 follow to ban you. Anyways, I'm just joshing. Alright, anyways, we're going into round number, 15 plus 12, 27. And nearing the end of the match, in regulation at least. And Rise, they have to convert here. They already have the opening frag. And J-Dubs is going to cross no man land, jump over the gorge. And he's actually going to make his way to back oil. This is one of the strongest post-plant positions he could possibly be playing from. Oh, but XN burns in the process, and that is catastrophic to the chances 2-on-5 post-plant to be playing out. And they're just playing a little bit of a crossfire, playing off each other. It's going to take a miracle to win this one. And Sherp's playing from back oil. J-Dubs will trade, but Kurotomo will do just the same. And 12 now on the board for Rise. It's starting to get into contention. And this is starting to get closer than it should have been. This should have been over. GSG9 should have been parading into MDL, but Rise have had something to say to it. Their CT side has been an equivalent of a brick wall. Still, bomb plant in, allows for another buy. AK's out. And it seems like a little bit of a desperation play. It might be Dahmer and going in through upper. This might be just a free frag waiting for Molly in. Missed shot and 1 HP remaining. That could have collapsed instantly for Rise. But Dahmer can still hold with the AWP and still find impact. I didn't know how the GGPR best of 3 went, but I assume GGPR was leading when I swapped maps over, so I'm going to assume that they cleaned that one up 2-0. I would expect. But still. 1 minute remaining on the clock, still plenty of utility to play with for GSG9. Everything they want for an execute, but if Robbie oversteps, this could get scary. Deep smoke execute in for GSG9, and Dahmer still holding it down, but Kotomo will get traded out by XN. bomb in hand. Aiden was actually going to find the lurk of Deco. Hold on. Aiden, actually, not even the lurk. He's running it through Whitehall's, and this is a 3-on-3 retake except for Robbie. Robbie is starting to turn this one on its head. Both of these CTs are split up. It's 2-1 versus 1s. At least 2 versus 1 here, as Feedley's about to swing in, and he's going to get completely owned, and just leaving Aiden in a 1-on-3, and there you go, GSG9, they finally do it. Mountain Dew League secured for GSG9. We will be seeing them for a whole season on HLTV, the publicity gained, the prize pool available, the stakes on the line. GSG9 have done it. A long season of ESEA Advanced, and they are rewarded. Congratulations to GSG9. They will be making it to Mountain Dew League, and they are just the team to make it there. Strong, just putting up a great performance across this series, across all of their members. Multiple highlights, just well played mid-round calling as well. It wasn't all fragging. But of course, they have the individuals to do it, and they just put it over the line. It should have been closed out a little bit earlier than, well, 9 p.m., midnight over there on the East Coast. And congratulations to GSG9. They will be cruising on into Mountain Dew League. Congratulations to them. I'm going to see if there's any other games going on at the moment, as I go through packet loss just to boot right before the stream ends. It's not quite over yet. Just stick around for a little bit. In fact, this was the last game we will be covering. As all of the other games, I'll go over the results just right down quickly. Vireo Pro fall to Kinship 2-0. GSG9 will have qualified for Mountain Dew League. GGPR have qualified for Mountain Dew League in a dominant affair over SKDC. And in the lower bracket, it's going to be SKDC, who I just mentioned, will be facing off against X-Recon 5 for a chance in Mountain Dew League, and Kinship versus Rise Esports Club. Don't miss it. We'll be here back tomorrow for the closing of ESEA MDL Relegation. I'm going to go ahead and kick it to a break, kick it to the end of the stream. Thank you guys for tuning in. And for now, I'll see you guys at the end of it all. See you guys tomorrow. And with that, I'll kick it to the lo-fi, and I'll close it out in my own little special way. For now, later. Oh yeah, thank you guys for watching. I forgot to say that. Alright, that's it. Nothing special, I'm just kidding. Welcome to Display Capture. it gets dragged into the middle of your screen. I hit the end stream button and it ends the stream. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys tomorrow. I'll be here for the conclusion of ESEA MDL. And hello, Netic. Keep grinding. Keep your head strong, brother. But for now, I'm out of here. Later, ladies and gentlemen. Toodaloo.